How's it going? So today we are going to talk about how to support your body as you transition off the birth control pill. Um, I, in the last 2 weeks, in the last two videos I made, I talked about why I stopped taking birth control and some of the negative implications, negative effects birth control can have on your body. Some of your other options in terms of birth control, both hormonal options and non-hormonal options. So today I want to talk about if you are thinking about going off the birth control, or you did a while ago and are still having difficulties, how to support your body most optimally as you do make that transition off the birth control pill. Now, I'll say again, this is not medical advice. I'm not suggesting that you should go off the birth control or anything like that. If that is your decision and it's something that you feel like you want to do, maybe you've talked to your doctor about this, then maybe that's the right option for you. But that's something to talk to with your medical healthcare provider team. So, here are a few tips, though, that you can use to support your body as you transition off the pill. So the first thing that you want to do is really support your liver. Your liver helps, detoxify all the toxins that we take into our body, so that would include prescriptions and things like that, so the pill, and also is going to help detoxify hormones that we have in our body that we're not using anymore, that we don't need anymore. So ways to do this the first thing I would say would be to do a food-based cleanse, where you're basically doing an elimination diet, and getting rid of foods that you're sensitive to, and kind of giving your body a break for a while and really supporting your liver in doing that. I intend to run a cleanse sometime in the spring or early summer here, so you can look out for that. But the next thing that you can do, there are some herbs that are really great for liver support. So one of the ones that I use on a regular basis is milk thistle. This is a liquid tincture, so you put it in some water. What else I use? This is nettle tea, which is good for liver support, it's good for minerals and things like that. I usually have a tea that's burdock and nettle leaf. I can't find it on Amazon anymore, but burdock is a really great liver support herb root also. And then dandelion root is another great one. So you can get it in a tincture, or you can get it in a tea also. So dandelion is another great way to support your liver. Lemon water in the morning in your water. Lemon in your water in the morning is a great way to support your liver. Help you get rid of those toxins that you get rid of overnight and get the digestive system going. And then also avoiding alcohol. Our liver does detoxify the alcohol that we take into our body. And so if we're putting alcohol in on a regular basis, we're asking our liver to do two things, or work extra hard, get rid of the alcohol and also get rid of the toxins and things that we run into on a daily basis. So avoiding alcohol is going to support your liver as best as possible. The next thing that we want to do, so since birth control pill can really deplete a lot of our nutrients, especially B vitamins, vitamin C, some microminerals and things like that. We want to get as many nutrient-dense foods into our body as possible. When we take in a lot of processed foods, or if we were watching our calorie count or things like that, those processed foods and those highly dense sugary foods can really deplete our body further and not give us any nutrition to support our body, so we want to avoid that for sure. But other nutrient-dense foods that you can think of is as many vegetables and fruits as you can think of, and as many colors as you can think of. So you think of eating the rainbow, they say that, eating your blue vegetables and purple vegetables and red and white and yellow and all the colors. So as many variety of vegetables every day as you can, and fruits, and as many different colors as you can, because they all have different phytochemicals that really support your body. Coconut oil is a really great nutrient-dense food. Nuts and seeds. Avocado is great for fertility. Pastured eggs are really great for fertility and supporting your hormones if you tolerate eggs. Organ meats are a really good way to support your nutrient intake and your fertility. I cannot do organ meats. I have tried to make them every way, shape, and form. I can't do it. You can take a liver pill where they basically just freeze dry liver and put it in a capsule so you can swallow it. So that's an option. I don't have any of those to show you, but I've taken those in the past. But specific vitamins and minerals to focus on too would be B vitamins. I was going to bring mine over here, but I don't have it. But a B complex. There's a B stress complex. I think there's multiple different brands that carry something called that. I'm using one from Designs from Health right now. Pure Encapsulations has a great one. But you're looking for methylated B vitamins too. So methylfolate and methylcobalamin are great. And when they're methylated, your body can absorb them better. And especially if your liver is not functioning well, your body, it can help support your liver in detoxification. So B vitamins, vitamin C is another great one to support your liver and your adrenals actually. This is what I'm taking, just got on Amazon, nothing super exciting. You can take up to 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. What else? Zinc is another good one. It supports the production of many or all of our hormones. So I take a liquid zinc. We want it to be in balance with other minerals like copper and iron and things like that. So this one does have a little bit of, what does it have in it? It has copper in it, sulfate, boron, some other trace minerals, but putting that in some water to support, this actually helps with thyroid also. And then magnesium, which I don't have here either. Magnesium glycinate is a good option. And magnesium citrate is fine, especially if you struggle with constipation. It can help with that. So magnesium is another one that we need to help support our ovarian hormone production. So lots of minerals and vitamins that we want to take in, and we can get a lot of them from food, which is fabulous. Way to get magnesium. Lots of green vegetables have tons of magnesium. Cocoa has tons of magnesium. So get your variety of foods in. The next thing we want to do is support your gut health. So our gut is the way, after our liver is done with packaging our hormones and all the toxins we want to get out of our body, it goes into our gut, and then we want to poop it out to get rid of it. We don't want it to stay there. So what we want to think about in terms of gut health is fermented foods like sauerkraut and kombucha. We drink that every day here. I make some kombucha. Kimchi is another fermented vegetable. Tempeh is actually fermented soy. When soy is fermented, it's much better for you. Miso, fermented vegetables. You can take a probiotic, which I do every day. This is the one I like, Megaspore Biotic, which they're in a spore form, so they're actually, those spores are activated by the acid in your stomach, and so they make it through the digestive system to kind of stick in your gut a little bit better. And making sure you're getting lots of fiber. So fiber comes from fruits and vegetables. You can take a fiber supplement, but we want to make sure that we're getting 35 to 40 grams of fiber a day, so that helps bind those toxins also as we carry them out of our gut. Other ways to support you as you get off of birth control: avoid endocrine disruptors, which is a big way to say that you want to avoid chemicals and things like that in your environment that are going to disrupt your hormonal balance. So avoiding plastics, BPA. I like to drink out of like metal or glass water bottles and use glass storage containers. What else? Making sure that you're having organic fruits and vegetables, because those pesticides and things on the vegetables are, they can disrupt your endocrine system and throw things off. Make sure that you're getting organic meat, grass-fed beef, pastured chicken, pastured eggs that are all organic, because our animals, including humans, store toxins in their fat. So if you're eating fat of animals that aren't organic, you're getting lots of toxins in there that your body and your liver then has to work on detoxifying. So, and you're also can be taking in excess hormones that way also, so we don't want to be doing that. Sweating or, sweating is going to help detoxify your body, so whether it's vigorous exercise so that you're sweating quite a bit, or also going in a sauna, taking a hot bath, going in infrared sauna can be a good way to get some sweat going on. And then the other thing that I would say is tracking your cycles. which I kind of talked about in the last video that I did, about, natural birth control options, but our monthly cycle, our period, is essentially a report card on how our body is doing, and like a report card of our health. And so if there's something weird about your cycle, whether it's irregular, it's short, it's long, it's not the same consistency, your periods are really heavy, they're really light, whatever, it's telling, your body's telling you something, that either you're doing really great and your health is great, or that your health is not so great. This is the book that I talked about last time, Taking Charge of Your Fertility, by Tony Weschler. Great book to learn more about your cycle, educate yourself on your cycle, and learn how to track your cycle. I do have a resource on my website, a free ebook called Your At-Home Guide to Body Temperature Testing. So again, learning a little bit more about why we want to use body temperature, not just for tracking fertility, but we can learn things about our adrenal health and our thyroid health from that. So that's a good resource. But yeah, learn about your body and learn what it's telling you with tracking your cycle, paying attention to your cycle. And then one last thing I would say is there are some teas that can really help support your body, your health, your nutrient intake as you're transitioning off the pill. So one great tea for just like overall hormonal support for women is raspberry leaf tea. Can help regulate your cycles a little bit. Oh, we have the puppy dog here. And then also nettle leaf tea. Like I showed before, it's really great. It has a ton of minerals in it, and so like I mentioned, there's a lot of things that the birth control pill depletes, and so by getting in as many minerals in as many ways as possible is going to be really wonderful. So nettle leaf is a good way to do that. Oh, here, Eastwood. He brought his, this is Mort the moose. He brought him to show you. So, oops, that's what I got for you today. I hope those tips were helpful, and that was a lot of information, but like take one little tip and implement it in the next week. Because if you learn a bunch of things and you don't do anything about it, it really does you no good. So I hope that you take something from this video and just take one step in the next week to implement that one tip. If you are struggling, whether you're considering getting off the birth control, you got off a year ago and your periods are still not regular, if you're like me and got off 2.5 years ago and didn't get your period for 2.5 years, I would love to talk to you. That is how I love supporting women, because some of these things require a little bit more digging to figure out what's going on. Like for me, I needed to do some gut pathogen testing to see what my gut health was like, and it wasn't very good. I needed to do some hormone testing to see where my hormone balance was, to give me a little insight into what was going on in my body. So if that is you, I would just love to have a chat with you. No obligation, no strings attached, just do a free coaching session and learn what you're struggling with and how I might be able to support you. So yeah, I hope that is useful and helpful for you today. And again, if you have any questions, leave them below the video. Okay, bye.